My name is Sasha Gates.
My name's Sage. I have been seeing Feline now for just over 2 years.
For about 4 years now. Initially, the reason I went to go see Feline was because I had really bad acne and I was very insecure about it. I wasn't used to having any blemishes on my face, and then all of a sudden one day I'm like, what's going on? And I didn't know what to do.
I got referred through my partner, Ana Blanca, who had been seeing Feline for well over a decade and just always spoke so highly of her. So I figured it was worth a shot. I had been dealing with chronic acne since I was 15 years old. It started out on my upper lip, moved on to my forehead and my cheeks and on my back and shoulders, and had done just about everything that I could incorporate in my life. You know, cutting out different foods, adding in different foods, taking supplements, taking, for years on the other side of the fence, I was taking antibiotics. Things had helped here and there, but nothing had really completely sorted out the condition.
I saw different doctors. I tried everything you can possibly think of, bought all kinds of products, peels, facials, laser treatments, anything you can possibly think of, even home remedies, mixing like lemon and honey and just creating things in my kitchen, and nothing worked. And then I met Feline.
First meeting, went in and saw Feline, and she's a very powerful individual. You really feel her presence and her authority when you see her, which is good, because for so many people, that kind of power really helps you stick to the path and do what needs to be done, for your health. But she also empowers you as someone who can take charge of their own health.
I went in and she educated me about, I wouldn't say diet, more of changing my lifestyle and figuring out the things that didn't work for my body type.
She talked through my health with me, and she's able, just through conversation with you and looking at your history, to figure out specifically what tests are going to be the most beneficial and yield the most interesting information. And then from there, we were able to assess things starting at my hormones, different mineral levels.
She fixes the root of the issue, and so you never have to worry about it in the future. And that's what I love about her. The first thing that Feline recommended when I came in with my acne issue was the Body Clar inflammation program.
One of the most powerful parts, of course, of clearing up my acne was really adhering to the Body Clar inflammation diet. Being on a diet that's going to bring down inflammation.
And she's like, maybe you should stop eating this and this.
Something else that was really helpful with my acne as well was supplementing with vitamin B5, which I'd been taking previously, but as it turns out, I'd been taking a much smaller dose. It's one of those situations where you can be taking the right thing, but if your dose is wrong, you may not actually be getting the effects.
She put me on her supplements and I got detoxed, and it just cleared up in a matter of 3 months or less. And I was like, wow, it's that easy? That's all I had to do?
Feline also had me look at my testosterone numbers, and we found that I had rather elevated testosterone, which for most guys you think, oh, that's a great thing. But it was actually part of the driving cause behind my skin situation. And when I could bring that down a little bit using just a tiny bit of chaste tree berry, just to keep things in balance, I felt much better for it and looked much better for it. In the previous 6 years, I had spent hundreds and hundreds of hours on this, and not just hundreds of hours researching health and nutrition, but hours of honestly suffering. When there's stuff going wrong with your face, and it hurts on a deep level. You don't want people to see you like that. You just wish you could put a mask on.
The first thing people see when they look at you is your face, and someone that has never dealt with acne and having to deal with that overnight, it's like, it makes you feel insecure, And so I spent a lot of money getting facials and buying products and going to see doctors, and nothing worked.
Yeah, I would have loved to have found Feline 6 years earlier. It would have saved me a whole lot of suffering.
I have a lot more energy. My skin's a lot better. I just feel better about myself because I know I'm healthy, and knowledge is power. She always tells me knowledge is power, and I'm so much more knowledgeable because of her, and I pay attention to the things that I eat now, and I'm able to help my children, my little baby girl and the one on the way. I can teach them the right way to eat. I trust Feline more than I trust a lot of the doctors that I consult with. Not to say they don't know what they're talking about, but Western medicine is about, it's a money-making business. And I know that Feline actually really cares, and she's about fixing the root of an issue. I go to her because I trust her, and she has proven, you know, that she has proven to me that she's right. What she says is right. I'm living proof. I had an issue, and she fixed it, and so I can actually, you know, I tell people she's the fertility god. She's my, she's my skin god. She's whatever you need. She's gonna fix it. So I refer people to her all the time, and I believe in her 100%.
Well, what really makes Feline unique is not only her natural approach, but her wide breadth of knowledge. She has so much knowledge from all different approaches, whether it's from mushrooms to hardcore nutrition to supplementation or foods, and she's able to synthesize all this knowledge and bring it together and process it through her beautiful brain and just emit to you only what you need. So you know, one doesn't need to come into her with already a master's degree in nutrition or a deep understanding of nutrition. She'll be able to synthesize it and take all this knowledge and deliver it to a client in a way that is on point, easy to understand, and very specific to their situation.